Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is a great day for soccer, and we are live here at Ballard High School where the KCD Bearcats are going to take on the Ballard Bruins. I'm going to turn the coverage over now to Bob Holtgrave as he's going to have your call for the game.
Hey, thanks, Kevin. Hey, welcome. Tonight's a district battle here between the KCD Bearcats and the Ballard Bruins. So tonight's game is being brought to you by Katie Holtgrave and Bob Holtgrave. Also brought to you by Hank Goodbub and Tammy Goodbub. So we got a good divisional matchup here. Your KCD and Ballard traditionally play every year. It's a little bit of a different year for Ballard. You know, Ballard traditionally has been one of the strongest teams in the state. Ballard was adversely affected by some scholarships from last year. They had 2 or 3 star players that have moved on to bigger and better things. Jacob Scarce is playing for UK. We also have Chris Moore playing at Xavier. Cody Waltrip was in the goal last year for him. He's graduated. And then also Ballard's been adversely affected by injuries too, Kevin. Probably their strongest player coming back was Cameron Vine, and he's out for the season with a knee injury that he encountered, I think, in an MRL game last year. So let's get to the action. Let's go through the starters first for KCD. Starting in the back, Connor Caudell, Brad Adams, Chris Rowe, and Luke Brownlow are in the back. In the midfield, Jackson Alford, Jonathan Lace, and also John Colbert. And David Holtgrave will play in the center field. And up top is Walker Goodbub and Benelli Gumidi. So coming into tonight's game, Ballard brings a 3-9-2 record, and they're coached by Rob Zoller, and the KCD Bearcats bring a record of 10-1-1 into the game, and they're coached by Jason Bell. So let's get to the action. Later on tonight, I believe that the voice of the Bearcats will be joining us. So we expect Michael Bennett to join us here in progress. Unfortunately, Michael went to the wrong field tonight. So let's get to the action. Looks like KCD's on a free kick. Looks like Brad Adams is going to be taking it. So let's go through some of the starters for Ballard. Tim Sumter is starting in the goal. Austin Lewis, number 2, is going to be playing in the midfield. Ryan Howell, number 5, will be playing as a defender. Tucker Monheimer is a freshman defender, and he'll swing between defender and forward, it looks like. Kamal Almatajic will start at forward. Ben Almatajic will start as a junior as a midfielder. TJ Harris will be there as well. Early on, a quick shot there by Ballard, and it was just off to the right. So as you look at the screen, even though KCD is the visiting team, they're in white tonight. Ballard's in black. Continuing with the starters for Ballard, Alex Gray, number 22, will be starting. Camilo Martinez, number 18, will be starting. Ben Hertz, number 23, and Addison Seaver. That will make up the starting lineup for the Ballard Bruins. Taking a free kick for KCD is Connor Caudell. And he kicks it up to Jonathan Lace. Jonathan Lace controls the ball, actually loses it to number 22 from Ballard, Alex Gray. Excuse me, that was number 23, Ben Hertz. Ballard's on the possession. KCD on defense, stolen there by Jackson Alford. Jackson Alford to David Holtgrave, back to Jackson Alford. Ballard takes possession. Chris Rowe quickly wins it back for KCD. Jackson Alford over to John Colbert, up to Benelli Gumidi, who has really been unbelievable the last couple games. In the booth tonight, we have a local celebrity. Bill Scarce is the voice of the Ballard Bruins. Bill Scarce was a star athlete at Male High School, unbelievable baseball player. So his son certainly gets his athletic ability from Bill. So back to the action. Ballard with possession. Number 6 for Ballard has it. That's Tucker Monheimer. He passes back to number 24, Addison Seaver, who tries to play it forward. Stopped there by Brad Adams. Gets it up to David Holtgrave. David Holtgrave over to John Colbert. John Colbert up to Benelli. Benelli back to Colbert. He tries to get the ball forward a little bit too far, and it looks like Tim Sumter from Ballard controls that, and it looks like we had a goalie kick. So, Kevin, beautiful night tonight. Perfect weather for soccer, especially for the players. You see some of the fans bundled up. It's probably going to get down in the mid-40s tonight, but great weather for the players. Ball cleared there by Brad Adams.
It's a bit chilly, but yes, I love this soccer weather. I love playing soccer when it was nice and cool.
Looks like the ball's deflected off the end line by Brad Adams. Looks like a corner kick for Ballard. So really, one good shot on goal tonight. It's been by Ballard. Really, KCD hasn't gotten much going offensively yet. 35-41 left here in the first half, early on here in this district rivalry game. The ball's crossed into the center of the field, but controlled there by KCD and Jonathan Lace. Looks like a free kick here for Brad Adams.
Turn it around, guys.
Free kick by Brad up into the center of the field, but controlled by number 23 for Ballard. That's Ben Hertz. Ball's crossed back to Ben Hertz. He tries to take it down the sideline, and he deflects it off of Luke Brownlow, and it looks like another corner kick for Ballard. Walking into the house is Michael Bennett, the voice of Bearcats. Michael, sorry about the directions there. We sent Mike to the wrong field.
Yeah, that's the story of my life. I'll tell you, Bob, you never take care of me.
Well, it's Michael brings years and years of expertise to the soccer field, so we're actually Michael's at a little bit of a disadvantage. This is not his game, so Mike, we're going to reverse roles. I'm going to do a little play-by-play, and we're going to lean on Michael for some expert commentary. Jonathan Lace brings it up the left side, gets it up to, it looks like Connor Caudell up at the top. That's an unusual position for him. What's up there? Looks like a throw-in for Ballard.
Position for him, Bob.
He usually plays in the back. He's usually our stopper in the back. So it looks like ball's deflected off KCD. Looks like a Ballard throw-in. So, Michael, we got Ballard in the black shirts as the home team, which is atypical, and KCD wearing the white.
With the blue shorts, which I absolutely love the blue.
I knew you did. So KC with possession. Jackson Alford in the center of the field. Passed over to Chris Rowe. Chris Rowe passed over to John Colbert as we're moving it up the field. Colbert tries to pass the ball forward, but it's deflected there by T.J. Harris. Possession back to KCD. Inbound pass to David Holtgrave, who unfortunately loses it, and Ballard has possession back.
Good to see David's ankle doing well again.
Yeah, he turned it pretty good in that Nelson County tournament that the KCD Bearcats were fortunate enough to win. So it's nice to get him and Walker Goodbub back. And as we say that, Walker Goodbub with the ball. He's got Jonathan Lace on the side. Tries to get a shot on goal that's deflected pretty well there by a Ballard defender. Goalie tonight, Michael, for Ballard is Tim Sumter. Or Sumter. It's a great night for soccer, isn't it?
Oh, it's absolutely beautiful. It started out as a real cloudy, overcast day, a little bit of rain, and then all of a sudden the clouds broke, sun came out, and temperature rose a little bit too. So it's absolutely beautiful out here. I'm sure the players love it as well.
Oh, this is great weather for the players. KCD on the attack. David Holtgrave takes a shot, and he converts the field goal. 3 points for KCD. That's a good kick there.
Yeah, I don't think he was too happy about that.
He's got as Mandy Vine points out from the Ballard stands. He's got the wrong night. On Friday nights, that would have been worth 3.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, on Tuesday night, that's worth nothing.
Beautiful point after attempt instead of a goal.
Nice kick there by Tim Sumter, the goalie for Ballard, controlled by Brad Adams. They try to advance the ball forward, and it goes out of bounds. Possession Academy, as we referred to it when I was in high school.
Ballard.
It's not Ballard High School. It's the Ballard Academy.
And my sister went here, and she's quite familiar with it. And believe it or not, I date myself. I can remember this being a pig farm.
Really?
Yes, I can.
Wow.
The stench was just, actually the stench is still here, but it was horrendous at that time. Even
wow. When I was in high school and in college, a real good friend of mine, Tim Allen, his mom was the principal out here at Ballard. Sandy Ballard was if they have a Hall of Fame here, I'm sure that she's in it. She was the principal here at Ballard for a long, long, long time. Did a whole lot for the school.
Oh, a lot of great athletes come from Ballard High School. Basketball, football, soccer, and baseball. So they've always had great athletics here at this school.
Absolutely. So 30-57 left here in the first half. No score. Not a whole lot of action for either of the goalies. Ballard had a good shot at goal. Fortunately for KCD, our stellar goalie did not have to field that one. So Bo Ferguson, his goalkeeping skills are equal to his hairstyle. That hairstyle that Bo Ferguson is sporting tonight is just epic. It's beautiful. All right, controlled there by Walker Goodbub. Walker gets it up to Jonathan Lace. Jonathan's a freshman here at KCD. As we talked about the last game, Michael, this KCD class is real strong in the senior class and really strong in the freshman class. And we need to get a little bit more depth in that sophomore and junior class. But
seems like Ballard's a little strong on the senior class as well.
Yeah, it looks like it from the roster, doesn't it? They've historically been just a team that. Just a team that's one of the top teams in the state. And as we talked about early in the broadcast, they've had several really, really top-notch players graduate last year, and then they've had a couple critical players to this year's team go down with injuries before and during the season. So,
as you say in football, yes.
Yes, that's right.
I'm sorry. I can add more to it, but I just want to, imitate the great Bob Holgrave.
Absolutely.
Into the broadcast, I did that to him.
He did. It was brutal. It is funny, though, when you deliver that line. It's really not funny when you're the recipient of it.
That's right. So that guy's got some beautiful orange or pink shoes out there for Ballard. That's the one thing I notice. I'll notice the fashion. That'll be
absolutely.
Certain. But I know the Good Bubs. They all their kids are very active in soccer, and really,
the Good Bubs
all their life.
Yeah, they're really good players. Walker is, Walker's coming off an injury. He and David are both going to be a little bit tentative out there, but yeah, all the Good Bubs can play.
Mm-hmm. Who's expected to win this game?
You would have to say that KCD would be a 2 or 3 goal favorite, just based upon the injuries that Ballard has encountered and the number of players that they lost last year. Ball passed up to Walker, nicely played there by number 10 Ben Amatajic. Ball's advanced up. Connor Caudell is there and is kicked out of bounds. Possession to Ballard. On the throw in for Ballard is
number 5.
Yeah, number 5 will be inbounding that. That's Ryan Howell.
Ryan Howell's a junior for Ballard.
Another throw in here for Ballard, and again, Ryan Howell will take this throw in as well. Yeah, so as you look at this Ballard roster, it is very senior heavy.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Several juniors. They got one freshman. Looks like it's getting a lot of playing time here for Ballard. So. The coach here at Ballard, Rob Zoller, is really an accomplished coach. Done a great job here at Ballard. Also a very, very accomplished select coach as well. So.
Turn it. There you go. Good. Let's go, Ballard.
All right, so it looks like a goal kick for KCD. No, a corner kick here for Ballard. So.
Number 7, Ali Musa Zeta's checking out. Can't really read who the number of the player that's checking in.
That looks like Camilo for them. Number 18, Camilo Martinez. Corner kick there by Ballard and headed out of there by Brad Adams for KCD. Camilo Martinez misplays it a bit and cleared there by Walker Goodbob. Ballard on the possession. Looks like number 6. Looks like Tucker Monheimer. Plays it up to number 10. So, Michael, looks like the Bearcats are a little bit flat tonight. Not a whole lot happening offensively. Historically, this year, the one thing about KCD is we seem to start slow every game. I think,
really?
I think if you take a look at our record and our performance in the first half, I would say we play even with most teams, and then there's probably a 2 or 3 goal differential in the second half as we play some of these teams. So I don't know if it's Coach Bell's halftime speech or
just takes a little while to warm
yeah,
up.
it takes them a while to get going. So, and it looks like we're starting a little bit slow tonight. So again, tonight's game is being brought to you by Tammy and Hank Goodbub, and Michael, me, and Katie Holtgrave.
Oh, congratulations! Wow, I didn't know money came out of your pocket.
It doesn't very frequently. Another corner kick by Ballard that's cleared out there by Brad Adams. It looks like it's going to be off Brad Adams. Looks like a throw-in for Ballard.
Got number 5's checking it in. Ryan Howell, Jr. be throwing it in for Ballard.
So, big game Friday, football.
Absolutely, Breckenridge County. Also, Bearcat Festival Day, so only believe that a big crowd will be out there. Hopefully that crowd will stay not only for the festival, but for also the football game that night, which is actually an 8 p.m. start
Yeah, it's
time.
a later start time.
It is,
It's great,
yeah.
yeah. So, that's, that should be,
Promises
should be an
to
interesting
chilly.
game. Yeah, it's another situation where it's great for the players and maybe not quite as great for the fans.
Yeah, I'm sure somebody will break out their soccer blanket that night. And I was looking
Benelli Gamidi makes a really nice pass up there to Jonathan Lace. Jonathan tries to play it forward, and it's deflected out of bounds. Sorry, Michael, for interrupting
okay.
there. That was Addison Seaver that cleared that for the Ballard Bruins.
Thursday we have the manual field hockey game
Okay.
at KCD.
KCD plays home to Manual on the field hockey field, on the brand new field hockey field. Beautiful kick right there, just to the outside.
Yeah, nice shot there by Walker Goodpub. But the Ballard goalie seemed to be in pretty good position there. So, that's Tim Sumter. Yeah, so I don't know what Breckenridge brings back. Have you had a chance to talk to Coach Jones?
My weekly meeting with Coach Jones is Thursday morning. We have a standing meeting at 9:30, and we'll go through that then. So,
Okay.
But now I'm here for soccer.
That's
I'm
right.
excited about it.
Absolutely. Glad to have you.
I know Coach Bell, I kind of root for him, even though he went to UK, but roots for U of L.
Does he root for you boys? I know
Oh,
he bleeds blue, I thought.
No, he bleeds red.
Nice steal there. Nice steal there by Walker Goodbuff. Shot by David Holtgraves just a little bit out to the left. Looks like a first corner kick here for KCD.
So you're saying Coach Bell learned something at UK?
No, I am not claiming that Coach Bell learned anything. He got into the university by the skin of his teeth and barely passes the way I understand it.
That's Michael Bennett speaking there.
right.
All right, corner kick here taken by Walker Goodbub. Benelli Gamidi is right there with him. Benelli takes it, passes it over to Walker. Walker tries to take a shot that's deflected there by number 10, Ben Amatajic. Controlled by Jackson Alford. Back to Benelli. Benelli takes a shot, and that's easily played by the Ballard goalie, Tim Sumter.
Is that for me or did you want?
Nice kick by the goalkeeper for Ballard. All the way down to the 30-yard line.
John Cobra with the ball there for KCD. Plays it forward. Trying to get that, I think, up to Walker Goodbub. A little bit too far. I don't think Walker was ready for that either. So, controlled there by the Ballard goalie. Another good kick down to the 32.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what else you want me to say other than that was a nice kick to the 30-yard line. No wonder soccer players make good field goal kickers.
Absolutely. All right, ball played in and controlled there by number 22, Alex Gray for Ballard. Tries to play it forward, but right to Brad Adams. Brad Adams controls it. Tries to get it up to Jonathan Lace and Benelli Gamidi. Ball is controlled there by Ballard. We're not really, Michael, it's interesting. We're not executing, the when KCD is playing well, they tend to string 4, 5, 6 good passes together and reverse the field, and we're just not doing much of that right now.
It's almost like it's a free-for-all right now. It's nothing really organized as far as the play yet.
Absolutely.
But hopefully that'll change in the near future.
Yeah. So this is one of those kind of games, the longer Ballard stays around, the harder they're going to be to handle. So KCD comes into this game with a I think a 2-0 district record. I think Ballard's 1-1 in the district, I believe.
Moheimer check out for the Bruins. I believe it was number 3. I don't have a number 3 on here, do we? Checks in.
No, we do not have a number 3 on the roster sheet.
Bob, this is a little different lineup than we had the other night.
Yeah, it's very much different. So we got 2 guys back, so that didn't play against Wagner, and and Coach Bell's generally will go to the 13-minute mark before he'll substitute. So
now instead of the midfield position, you've got more defender back there that was playing midfield on Wagner.
So Brad Adams played in the absence of David Holtgrave and Walker Goodbub. Coach Bell moved Brad Adams up to the midfield and also up to striker some. So, they've got Brad Adams back in his traditional sweeper spot back there. And Brad's awfully good back there. So, Camilo Martinez tries to get the ball forward. Nicely deflected there by Jackson Alford. Jackson Alford's another one of the freshmen on this team. So, if you take a look at the freshmen that contribute here for KCD, you got to put Jackson Alford, Jonathan Lace. Those Connor Caldell is very much a contributor. Chris Rowe is a starter as a freshman. So we're getting a whole lot out of the freshman class here at KCD.
Well, not only that, but anytime you have a name like Camilo Martinez, he's got to be a good soccer player.
Absolutely.
That or baseball.
Absolutely. Yeah, so Bo Ferguson grabs the cross, tries to get it up to Colbert. Colbert loses that to
22.
Alex Gray. But Colbert steals it right back, gets it to Benelli. Benelli's going to cross over here to Jonathan Lace. You don't see that very often. Jonathan, very good from a foot skill perspective, and I think he was like a receiver trying to run with it before he caught it. He was going to trap that, and he was trying to figure out what he was going to do with it before he controlled it.
He was already halfway down to the goal.
David Holtgrave has the ball deflected out of bounds. It's Camilo Martinez. Those guys used to play together a couple years ago. Camilo Martinez, really a nice young man, and he's a very good player too.
What year is he?
I believe he's a senior. Throw in there by Connor Caldell, and. As he has a ball, I'm not sure if that ball ever came.
It did not.
Never got in bounds.
Normally
that's a rethrow. So thrown in there and controlled by Alex Gray. Alex Gray gets it back to number 2, Austin Lewis.
Alex needs a haircut. I'm surprised he can keep his eye on the ball.
Oh, it is? Yeah, so Michael, I'm getting word from the Ballard fans that number 22, Alex Gray, is affectionately known as Sunshine.
Okay.
So no longer will we be calling him Alex Gray. He is now officially Sunshine.
I think it's quite appropriate.
Alex the Sunshine.
Come on, Jackson. Come on, Jackson.
Oh, tripped up right there.
Yeah, ball's out of bounds. Looks like it's going to be possession to KCD. Take a free kick, Brad Adams. Brad Adams Sr. Brad Adams really, as Kevin mentioned earlier, Brad really has played well up top and in the midfield, filling in for David and Walker. Good kick up there to Jackson Alford. A little bit of a push in the back by Camilo Martinez, and that'll be a KCD free kick. 16:41 left in the first half. No score. Really a slow-moving first half, I must say. Michael, you probably think it's always slow-moving.
I'm not going to say anything like that. I'm happy to be here with Bob Holtgrave.
That's beautiful. Free kick up to Walker Goodbob, up to David Holtgrave. takes a shot. Nice stop there by the goalie there.
It's still going, though, Bob. Free kick right here.
And just off the crossbar by Jonathan Lace. Walker controls it. Deflected there again. Walker Goodbub again with the ball. Gets it up to John Colbert. John Colbert's taking a shot. And a nice save there by Tim Sumter. Boy, a lot of action there. As soon as I say it's boring, you get something
That's
like
right.
that.
I was getting ready to, you took the words right out of my mouth. A lot of great action right there. The goalie for Ballard did a wonderful job of making sure that ball didn't get in the goal. But,
Absolutely.
Missed opportunity right there by the Bearcats.
I tell you, the fan base here at Ballard is just so accommodating. I feel very loved here as we're bringing this game to you on iHigh.com. Game's brought to you also by 82FX.
852
852, my bad.
And iHigh.com. Using the Verizon 4G LTE. I've got every bit of it memorized because Kevin Stammerman forces me to do this.
Yeah. Game's also brought to you by Bill Scarce's Oriental Massage Parlor. Ball played there to Connor Caudell. Connor Caudell kicks it up to David Hokegrave. David Hokegrave to Jonathan Lace. And cleared there by the Ballard Bruins.
I thought it would be some sort of Mexican food store. So.
Well, no,
Wow. I can't touch that one. I tell you, Tim Green would be all over my behind if I was to say something like that on iHigh.
I thought the gravies were more of a refried steak.
I don't know. Knowing Bob Holgrave's background, I just thought he was a good Catholic boy, but obviously every Trinity kid is just like he sounds.
they're definitely questionable. Definitely questionable.
That's right. And of no morals.
So free kick here by Tim Sumter. If Tim can free kick it like he does his punts, it should be some velocity on it.
Yeah.
Kick there to Bo Ferguson, and almost converts that. Bo was in a really nice position there to field that. Most importantly, that ball did not mess up Bo Ferguson's hair. So free kick here by Brad Adams.
We usually get goalie on goalie action.
That was a good kick.
It was a great kick, yeah.
He kicked it, I'm assuming, right where he wanted to, keeping it high.
Ball kicked up there by Brad Adams, controlled by Ballard, deflected, looks like back to John Colbert, up to Benelli Gumidi, tries to get it to Walker Goodbub, deflected again by Ballard, Benelli up to Colbert, Colbert's taking it down the right wing, let's bring it up, tries to cross it to Walker, Walker almost controlled it and cleared there by Ballard. Ball's played forward, Brad Adams is there, controls it, gets it up to John Colbert. John controls it. Sunshine's checking him there. Sunshine deflects it out of bounds.
And that looked like a trip right there. I'm waiting for a card to come out.
I tell you what, Sunshine goes from the soccer game straight over to the football field. He is the left-handed quarterback for
Is he really?
Bruins. Absolutely not.
Terrific.
But it sounded good. Free kick here for Brad Adams.
I need to go back and reference some of your past games. If you're doing this by yourself, they must be sad broadcasts.
I tell you, it's funny. This is our second broadcast.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah, and on the first broadcast, we had a couple of our injured players helping in the first half. And I got to tell you, Michael, the color commentary that they were doing, I think it was a little bit harder than they expected. They bailed on me after halftime. So it was Kevin and I for the second half.
Now, I'm not certain what the penalty was right there.
It was offsides on Benelli.
Okay.
So, yeah, they tried to cross the ball to Benelli in the center of the field. He was offsides. The side ref had his flag up there for offside. So that's a free kick for Ballard. Sumter takes the kick, controlled by John Colbert. Played up to Walker Goodbub and just missed it. Tim Sumter comes up and controlled there by Connor Caudell up to Jackson Alford. Jackson Alford tries to get it up to Walker Goodbub in the center of the field, back to Jackson Alford, tries to get it forward to Benelli, but headed there by number 2 for Ballard, Austin Lewis.
Coach Bell doesn't do much exchanging of players during the game so far. Am I incorrect about that?
Yeah, it really depends upon the game. So sometimes he'll run a bunch of guys in and out. He usually doesn't start substituting much until about the 15-minute mark. But through the 11-minute mark tonight, no one's come off the bench yet. So free kick for Ballard. Controlled there by Ballard. Colbert gets it back for KCD, loses it to Ballard, back to Jackson Alford for KCD, up to John Colbert. Colbert makes a nice move on a Ballard defender, up to Walker Goodbub. Walker cuts it back.
Just a little over 11 minutes left.
Walker makes a nice move and takes a shot, and it's going to be out of bounds and a goal kick.
Yeah, you see.
Well, the Ballard goalie's been busy with free kicks and punts. Sumter on the kick.
Done a nice job as well, unfortunately. Well, I do want the Bearcats to win.
Absolutely. Ball deflected there by Chris Rowe out of bounds. Possession to Ballard. Inbounding it for Ballard will be number 14. Looks like T.J. Harris. That used to be Cameron Vine's number, if I remember correctly.
Well, actually, it's number 7, isn't it? Ali Musa?
Oh, I thought T.J. Harris inbounded.
That was number 7. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I saw number 7 have it in his hands. Okay, I apologize. Yeah, I love the shoes. You know where your child is when you wear shoes like that.
Little kids now have them lined up.
Absolutely.
9:50 left. Clock's
throwing for KCD, or for Ballard, excuse me. Luke Brownlow fighting for that ball. Passes it back to number 5. Bit Ryan Howe. Tries to get it forward, and Bo, the Hare Ferguson, is there to control it.
Good job. And he hadn't had too much action, which I obviously we like to see that.
Yeah, absolutely. Ball's played up to Jonathan Lace. Jonathan Lace
Nice
up
pass.
to Benelli. Benelli controls it, gets it to David Holtgrave. Controlled there by Ballard. Camilo Martinez on the attack, and looks like the ball is going to go out of bounds, and it should be possession to Ballard. So, Michael, the Bearcats are, I believe, 10-1-1 on the season. They haven't played as tough a schedule, I don't think, as Ballard has, but certainly had some good wins. I think with a victory tonight, they'll lock up the district title.
Ballard will.
No, KCD will.
KCD, terrific.
Yeah, so ball's played forward. Connor Caudill is there. Connor controls it. And
when do the districts start?
We're guessing a couple weeks. I don't know the exact date. Really, if KCD ties or wins, they should win district. So,
Second week of October.
yeah, this is especially a big game for Ballard, because if Ballard wins, they'll finish second in the district.
Nice play right there.
Number 23 with the ball there, Ben Hertz. He tries to cross it. Chris Rowe is there and heads it out. Cam Martinez is there for Ballard, controls it, takes a cross, and Bo Ferguson is
Nice
there.
job.
Nice play there by Bo Ferguson.
Yes,
Nice play
it
by
is.
Cam Martinez.
Good series right there for the defensive side of the Bearcats.
Absolutely.
7:30 left.
Number 14, T.J. Harris with the ball. T.J. tries to cross it into the center of the field. Pass back to number 24, Addison Seaver. Stolen by David Holtgrave. David up to Benelli Gamidi. Benelli's got control. Tries to play it up to Walker, and it's through. And no, this should be a goal here. Oh, that's got to be a foul.
He missed it.
That
he
just
didn't
has
call
to be a
anything.
foul. Wow, they just grabbed him.
They really did. Almost like a defensive hold.
It looked
right
like
there.
Austin Lewis grabbed Walker Goodbub on that one, but nothing was called.
6:48 left.
Come on, Cam. Go, Tuck. Come on, Tuck.
Number 6, Tucker Monheimer with the ball. Checked there by Jackson Alford. Played up to Cam Martinez. Cam Martinez up to number 12, Colin Cooper. Ball played to number 5, Ryan Howe, and controlled there by T.J. Harris. T.J. Harris tries to cross in the center of the field. Connor Caudill is there, and then cleared by Luke Brownlow. Luke! Again, Ballard on the attack. Connor Caudill stops it. Yeah, so it looks like a foul there on Cam Martinez. Jackson Alford had him shielded off. Looked like he grabbed him and tried to throw him to the side there. And
a little bit of a makeup call, maybe.
Yeah, and he was called there. That was
called at the other end.
Yeah, that one was pretty obvious. Generally, when you use your hands in soccer, you're going to get called for that. Brad Adams plays it up. Jackson Alford right off the center ref. Back to Benelli. Benelli up to Jonathan Lace. Jonathan Lace tries to get it into the center of the field to Walker Goodbub. Controlled there by Benelli. Benelli gets it to Jonathan Lace, and then Jonathan unfortunately loses it. Ballard on the attack. Connor Caudill is there, sporting a new haircut himself, and the ball's deflected out to Ballard.
Number 5 is going to throw it back in. Ryan Howell. 5 minutes left. First quarter?
Yeah, the first half.
First half.
First half, yep.
I'll get it right in a minute. I'm telling you. I'm doing the best I can, Coach Bell. I apologize. I don't know soccer. I played Gray Y. How's that? 4th, 5th, and 6th grade. Absolutely.
Nice.
Didn't know what I was doing. Let's not go that far now.
So
I don't know if he's ever done a good job.
Back to the action. Ballard on a throw, and looks like Ryan Howell will be throwing this in for the academy.
The academy. That's right, Ballard.
The Ballard Academy. Headed out by Chris Rowe and controlled by Walker Goodbub. Walker loses it to Cam Martinez. Cam tries to play it forward and out of bounds, throw in for KCD. Really, I tell you, Michael, KCD really needs to get a goal here, I think, before the end of the half. Coming into the game for KCD is Mark Holtgrave.
Baby gravy.
Bill Scarce is going crazy. Bill Scarce is officially the president of the Mark Holtgrave fan club. When he's not running the massage parlor, he's taking care of the Mark Holtgrave fan club.
I certainly hope Brad Lyman never listens to this announcement.
Cam Martinez.
I am not a part of this.
Cam Martinez plays it up. Chris Rowe is there.
I don't know what a massage parlor is.
Number 23, Ben Hertz, controls it for Ballard and deflected out of bounds to Ballard.
Now, how do you get that ball? There we go.
Oh, yes.
That's way out there. 3:25 left, first half. No score. KCD is winning.
They're headed by David Holtgrave, but controlled by number 6, Tucker Monheimer. Tucker, they had the ball in the front of the goal, but cleared nicely by Connor Caudill. Cleared again by John Colbert, and deflected off of Sunshine. KCD ball. Ball's played up to Mark Holtgrave, but controlled there by number 24 for Ballard, Addison Seaver. On the attack, Ballard has the ball. Played forward up to Addison Seaver. Tucker's got the ball. Checked there by Chris Rowe. Chris Rowe plays it back to number 10.
Oh, just missed.
Nice shot there.
Yes, it was.
For number 13, Cooper Hessen.
I don't want to drink. I'm just trying to.
It was like a free kick for KCD. Nice exchange there for Ballard. Good shot, just unable to convert.
Can we get this on camera?
All right, free kick by Brad Adams. Played up to Jackson Alford and to John Colbert. John Colbert plays it forward up to Mark Holtgrave. Mark loses it, but TJ Harris knocks him out of bounds. Should be a throw-in for KCD here.
Ooh, apple juice. I'm disgusted.
So it looks like a foul was called there on TJ Harris. So it looks like free kick for KCD. 140 left. 140 left in the first half.
No score.
Ball's played to Chris Rowe. Chris Rowe crosses it into the center of the field. Headed out by Ballard. Walker Goodball takes a shot and just drills it just a little bit too high. Gets that down a foot and that's in.
I thought we had a good shot there. It'd been nice with just a little over a minute left in this first half to get a goal here and take that lead.
Absolutely. Goal kick by Ballard. Deflected up there by number 6 for Ballard. Tucker Monheimer.
Sunshine
up
control.
to Sunshine. Sunshine being checked there by Luke Brownlow, and a cross is there. And Bo Ferguson's there on the defense. Cleared by Jackson Alford up to David Holtgrave. Over to John Colbert. KCD back on the attack. Back to David Holtgrave. David forward to Walker Goodbud.
Nice passing
Walker's
right here,
got
Bob.
a nice chance here. He's got Mark
43 seconds
Holtgrave
left.
wide open if he could cross it. Walker cuts it into the middle, cuts it again, and unfortunately loses it out of bounds. You know, Walker probably would have been better off playing that back into the center of the field, but nice exchange there for KC.
It was. They did a nice job of passing all the way up towards the Ballard goal.
22 seconds left. Ball played forward. Controlled there briefly by KCD, but Jonathan Lace on control for KCD to David Holtgrave. David Holtgrave tries to get over to Colbert, and ball's controlled there by Ballard. Ballard's on the attack here. Number 23 has got the ball. Ben Hertz. Ben Hertz takes a shot and misses badly to the left. And that should bring us to the end of the first half. And again, the score is 0-0. Game brought to you by Tammy Goodbud, Hank Goodbud, Bob Holtgrave, and Katie Holtgrave. So, Michael, what do you think of the first half?
Well, it was nice to see a little more action there towards the end of the half. I think that the Bearcats were starting to pass a lot better and had some opportunities there and just weren't able to convert any goals.
Okay, guys, welcome back. We're getting ready to start the second half. We tried to coordinate an interview with Bill Scarce. Unfortunately, he had a personal item that came up, and he made himself scarce. So, anyway, we're back in action. He had paperwork to do. That's right. So back here with Michael Bennett. Michael, give me your synopsis there of the first half as we're back to action.
See scores and lots of them.
All right. So as we start back, 0-0. KCD on the attack. Walker Goodbud plays it up to,
job right there.
to John Colbert. Tries to get it to David Holtgrave and deflected nicely there by Ballard. Walker steals the ball, takes it down to the corner, tries to cross it, and misses pretty badly to the right.
Who's the best player on the team, Bob?
You know, I don't know. That's a great question. I think that there's probably the big 3 or 4 on this team. So, I think you got to look at the seniors, and you got to look at, Benelli's played awfully good lately. Walker, David, and Brad Adams really, really are stalwarts on this particular team. So, and we're getting pretty good goalie play out of Bo Ferguson. Bo really stepped up for the good of the team. Bo was an excellent defender, and we just didn't have anybody else to play goal, and Bo volunteered to do it, and I tell you what, he gets better every game. He's so smart. So he's done well. So, it's a pretty balanced team, I think. A nice deflection there by John Colbert. So, again, it looks like the same starting lineup for the Bearcats. Just take a look at the lineup. There's 5 seniors starting, 4 freshmen, and 2 juniors. No one from the sophomore class out there right now for the Bearcats. Nice play there by Ballard. Ryan Howe does a nice cross into the center of the field, and the shot is just a little bit to the left. Bo Ferguson was in good position there, though, Michael.
Yes, absolutely. Look good to me.
So we got a free kick here for Brad Adams.
38 minutes left in the half.
Ball's kicked up to Jackson Alford. Jackson Alford loses it to T.J. Harris. T.J. Harris gets it up to number 6 for Ballard, Tucker Monheimer.
Stole by Alex Gray, though.
And looks like the ball is deflected out off Ballard. Looks like a KCD throw-in. The center may be overruling this, though. Oh, no. Ball's going to stay with KCD.
Good.
So, Michael, looks like a little bit more energy for the Bearcats this half. Throwing here for Chris Rowe. Up to Benelli. These are both Ballard. Throw in there by John Colbert up to Walker Goodbud. Controlled there by David Holtgrave temporarily. Stolen by Ballard. Nice steal there by Walker Goodbud. Up to Jonathan Lace. Jonathan Lace controlling the ball in the center of the field. Kicks it back nicely to David Holtgrave. Left foot and just high. Really nice play there by Jonathan Lace. And, if that was a kick on Friday night, that wouldn't have been good either because it hit the crossbar. It's like, you got to, either put it in the soccer goal or either put it through the goalpost.
He's got his good luck.
Yeah, they did a nice job walking that ball high tonight, so I'm sure you like to see that.
Yeah, absolutely.
As they control it again down at the other
Jonathan
end.
Lace takes a shot, and nice play there by the Ballard goalie, and it looks like a goal kick there.
Did he not touch it?
No, I don't think Tim Sumter touched that one, so it's going to be a free kick for Ballard. Did a nice job of sizing up that left post, and when he realized it was outside the post, he opted not to touch it. Free kick for Sumter. Into the center of the field. Jackson Alford's there, controls it over to Jonathan Colbert. Colbert does a nice cross over there to Jonathan Lace. Jonathan Lace to Benelli. Benelli in the center of the field to David Holtgrave. David Holtgrave tries to get it to Colbert, and really not a good pass there. Controlled there by Cam Martinez for the Academy. The Academy plays it up number 23, Ben Hertz, and stolen there by, it looks like Connor Caldwell got his.
Like you said it in the first half. This second half, they've come out after the halftime and really stepped up their play.
Yeah, they get a little bit more energy. You wonder if it's just a little bit of tough love there by Coach Bell that gets them mentally right. Yeah, they definitely come out with a whole lot more energy. It seems like in the second half.
You should take the microphone down there and listen to what he has to say at halftime.
This is a PG broadcast. No, I'm just kidding.
You can see 35 minutes left in this half. Coach Bell doesn't look too overly happy down there on the sidelines.
No, he doesn't.
He's quite animated compared to the first half.
Yeah, Cam Martinez with the ball for Ballard. Plays it to T.J. Harris. They try to get the ball back to Cam, but deflected by KCD. Controlled by Jackson Alford. Controlled back by Ballard. Really need to get the ball on the ground, Michael. Let's execute a couple passes. Let's reverse the field, and let's get a shot. Nice idea by Alford, trying to get it a good bud, but stolen there by the number 2 for Ballard. That's Austin Lewis. Cam Martinez with the ball, plays it into the center of the field to Austin Lewis. Cam Martinez tries to get it forward, and Chris Rowe is there nicely to clear it. So
it's the first time that Ballard's gotten the ball down on the Bearcat side of the field.
Yeah, that was a nice 2, 3, 4, 5 good passes there by Ballard, and if you just do those one-touch passes and keep the field space, you can definitely get some shots.
Well, you get the Bearcats back on their heels, and no telling what's going to happen in this soccer game today. 33 minutes left in the half. We're still scoreless.
On the attack there, number 23, Ben Hertz. Crosses it over into the center of the field. And deflected out there by Luke Brownlow. Luke Brownlow, actually, there is one sophomore out there playing, Michael. Luke Brownlow is a sophomore with KCD.
Nice to see a few of the football players out there between David and Mark Holtgrave.
Absolutely.
And Jackson Alford.
Jackson Alford, absolutely. Jackson has probably the biggest responsibility on the football team. In addition to being the backup punter for the varsity and the starting JV punter, he also really never comes off the field in the JV football game. So
he's very productive on the JV field, and he does a great job. Good kicker, and makes a lot of tackles at the Cal game last week. Nice recovery right there for the Bearcats.
Absolutely. Yeah, you interviewed his dad last week, didn't you?
Yeah, Hank Alford. Yeah, Hank obviously was a great athlete in his own back when he attended Country Day back in the mid-'80s.
Absolutely.
He was on the one and only 9-0 football team.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I was talking to Bill Lace coming in, and he was very appreciative of the broadcast last week. Had some nice things to say, but he was telling me that he played soccer here at Ballard, and he was on the first state championship soccer team here at Ballard.
Congratulations!
So, Brad Adams there does a nice job of shielding Sunshine there to get the throw in for KCD.
Yeah, Hank Alford mentioned that he always razzes Coach Green because of the fact that his regular season team was 9-0, and they have never accomplished that again. Although Coach Green will quickly say, at least we won a playoff game where Hank Alford's team never won a playoff game. They lost it after that 9-0. So they were one and done, unfortunately.
Wow.
A lot of movement by the Bruins again. So they're doing
Nice
a
clear there by
job getting
Chris
that ball.
Rowe. Headed up, David Holtgrave controls it for KCD. Number 3 for Ballard gets the ball, but stolen by KCD. Walker Goodbub tries to play it forward to Jonathan Lace, but Ballard is there. I'd like to see KCD take a little bit more horizontal passes. They want to pass that ball almost exclusively vertically, and it's really tough to execute those passes.
31 minutes left in the half.
Ball deflected back to Bo Ferguson. Controls it easily.
We're still scoreless.
Nice kick there by Bo. Manelli tries to head it up to Jonathan Lace. Controlled by Ballard. Actually, Walker Goodbub wins it. Gets it to Jonathan Lace. Controlled by Walker. He takes a shot, and it's just a little bit high and to the right. I think Walker saw the goalie there for Ballard 10-something or a little bit out of goal. Thought he could dink it right over him, and just a little bit too high.
You seem to know a lot of these players, Bob Holtgrave.
Well, 4 years. 4 years. Free kick for Ballard in the center of the field. Actually controlled there by number 6 for Ballard, Tucker Monheimer. But the ball stolen there by Brad Adams. He plays it forward, and the Ballard back line was there to control that. Played forward, but controlled there by Connor Caudill. Connor up to Jonathan Lace. Jonathan Lace into across the field to John Colbert. John tries to chest it to David Holtgrave. David can't control it, and back to Ballard. Ball played up to number 6 for Ballard, Monheimer. Monheimer moving it up the field. Checked there by Jackson Alford. Stopped by Connor Caudill. Over to Sunshine. Sunshine with the ball. Gets it into the center of the field. Shot at Bo Ferguson, and Bo Ferguson easily handles that. A little bit far out to have a realistic expectation of making that, unless you got a really, really, really strong leg.
Yeah, it wasn't really a tough defense there by our goalie, so he did a nice job of controlling it and kicking it back into the Bearcat hands.
KCD on the attack. A little bit better job moving the ball forward. Jackson tries to play it forward to Walker and just can't control it. A little bit too high. Nice pass from David Holtgrave over to Jonathan Lace. Jonathan's trying to control it, but cleared by Ballard, and it'll be a KCD throw-in.
What do you think the Bearcats need to do right now to try and get a goal here?
Well, I tell you what, what Coach Bell's trying to do with this team is he's really put a lot of his seniors up top. So if you got Goodbub and Benelli Gamidi up top, and David's playing a little bit up top, we just need to execute 3 or 4 passes. I mean, we should be getting a lot of shots in this game, and it really has been kind of disappointing that we haven't gotten more.
Well, we were getting it in the very beginning of this second half, as it's 28 minutes left in the second half, but all of a sudden now Ballard's really put a lot of effort to keep the ball on the Bearcat side.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice play there by Goodbub. Over to Benelli. This could be a shot here. Benelli plays it. Benelli tried to do a little bit too much with that one. He had a shot there, and he just held on to the ball a little bit too long.
He did. Well, he allowed the defenders from Ballard to come over there and get in front of him, which prohibited him from having any kind of shot.
And you're telling me you don't know anything about soccer? That was beautiful analysis. Back to action. Sunshine with the ball for Ballard. Plays up to Monheimer. Tries to get it back to Sunshine, but Connor Caudill is there,
right there,
and he's actually tackled by Sunshine. But the ball looks like it's going to be controlled there by John Colbert. Really surprised there wasn't a call there. I was going to say a flag. We're talking about Sunshine.
Yeah.
I was thinking a penalty flag, but wrong sport. Ben Hertz with the ball. It's stolen there by John Colbert. Played up to Walker Goodbub.
Yeah,
Walker's
that ball.
He lost it there to Jackson, I think is number 3's name. We don't have him on our sheet. Chris Rowe playing good defense there for the Bearcats. Nice cross there by Jackson Alford to Connor Caudill.
There's your cross pass.
Yeah, that's what we like to see.
Unfortunately, outside.
Yeah, unfortunately, he couldn't get it to Jonathan Lace. So, looks like we have a throw in for Ballard. 27-12 left in the second half. No score. Throw in to Sunshine. Deflected by KCD, controlled by Benelli Gamidi. Over to John Colbert. John Colbert trying to play it up to Walker Goodbub and just a little bit too far. Again, those vertical passes are really, really hard.
Exactly. Especially when you're so far in the middle of the field, not that close to the goal.
Absolutely.
Got to get a little closer to the goal and make certain that we control that ball, make some good passes, and shoot one hopefully into that goal.
Absolutely. You know, it's almost like a safety in football. It's just it's a nice exchange here by Ballard and a pretty good shot there taken by number 9 for Ballard. That's Kamal Amatajic.
Good one.
You were so consumed with, that world-class cheerleading squad that Wagner had.
I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. Go back to talking about a massage parlor. I cannot believe things you say. Brad Lyman says this. I have no part of it.
Back to the action. Ballard with possession.
Taken over
stolen there by Jonathan Lace. Over to Benelli. Benelli tries to get it to David, but taken by Ballard. But Walker Goodbub gets a shot deflected there by the Ballard defense. Ball's controlled by Jackson Alford. Tries to get it up to Johnny Colbert, but T.J. Harris is there for Ballard.
Yeah, it's shot by Goodbub.
Walker Goodbub, yes, sir.
Just had a brain fart. But just a little too far outside for him to be able to get that into the goal. But got to be able to control the ball a little better.
Speaking of Goodbub, the game tonight is being brought to you by Hank and Tammy Goodbub and Katie Holtgrave.
Are the Longs listening to this?
They are listening to the broadcast. So ball.
That guy's a good golfer, I hear.
Oh yeah, he's had several hole-in-ones here in the last month or two, and he's won the club championship, I hear. So ball played up to Sunshine. Brad Adams is there to control it for the Bearcats. Brad Adams on the control. Sunshine chased him down, but Brad controls it up to Benelli. Benelli's on the attack. Benelli's looking for David Holtgrave. David Holtgrave's got it back to Benelli and up to Jonathan Lace.
There's your horizontal passing.
Yeah, much better. See if Benelli can control the ball. Triple team there and tackled. Again, no call by the ref. I probably would not have called that one either.
Okay.
Earlier, though, when he tackled the guy, I would have called it. Connor Caudill on the attack. Connor tries to get it up to John Colbert, but T.J. Harris is there for the Academy. But Harris, good defense there by Colbert. And Case, that's just a terrible call.
That crowd not too happy with that call either. It was right in front of him. It should have been Bearcat ball without a problem.
Yeah, no question. No question. Ben Hurst on the attack for Ballard. And he reverses it back to T.J. Harris. T.J. Harris gets it up to Ben Hurst. Ben on the attack, and that ball's out. It's about time the line judge trying to make up for just that atrocious
I agree. That call, exactly. I feel like they've missed a little home cooking going on here at the Ballard Academy.
Home of the Bruins.
23 minutes left. Second half, no score. This game's being brought to you by 852FX and iHigh.com. And thank goodness for the Holtgraves and the Goodbubs.
Back to the action here, Michael. And I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to predict a goal for the Bearcats before the 18-minute mark.
Wow.
We got 5 minutes.
I'm ready for that.
It's not going to make the Ballard fans happy, but, this broadcast is for KCD.
Yes, it is. And strictly for KCD. All of the broadcasts are strictly restricted and have to be approved by the KCD Sports Authority.
Back to action. Ballard's got the ball. On defense is Luke Brownlow. Ben Hurst has got the ball. Being checked there by John Colbert. Controlled there nicely by Luke Brownlow, and he advances it up just to clear it out of the...
It stayed in bounds.
Oh, it's staying in.
It is not going out. That ball refused to go out of bounds.
T.J. Harris with the ball. Trying to play it up the field. Advances it. Kamal Amatajic.
Nice shot. He's a freshman for Ballard. 22 minutes left. Second half, no score.
Oh, nice play there. Oh, nice play there by Jonathan Lace. Foul on Ballard, yes. Yeah, he and looked like he and Ryan Howell got into it a little bit.
Now, hopefully this is the setup for the score.
I got 4 minutes.
Certainly appreciate Kevin Stammerman, as usual, giving his offline commentary.
Absolutely.
Except when he talks about Kentucky.
Yeah, Kevin brought some air freshener with him tonight to make the booth smell nice, especially in the first half.
Brought a cup of apple juice as well.
It looks like out of bounds there off T.J. Harris, throwing for Walker Goodbub up to Benelli. Benelli controls it, gets it over to David Holtgrave.
Out, Jackson, out.
David Holtgrave passes it over to Jonathan Lace. Jonathan Lace is attacked there by Sunshine. Sunshine gets the ball. Nice play there by Sunshine. He's on the attack, gets it into the center of the field, over to number 23, Ben Hertz. Ben Hertz on the attack. Brad Adams is there. Takes a shot and just a little bit wide. Nice shot there by Ben Hertz. Should be a KCD goal kick.
You mean goalie kick?
Well, it's a goal kick. So a lot of times they'll have defenders take the kicks, depending upon who can generally advance it for the longest way down the field. So
It means it went across the goal line.
Yep. Ball played up to Jonathan Lace. Looks like a foul there on Walker Goodbub coming over the back of Ryan Howell. Looked like a good call to me. Taking the free kick is Tim Sumter.
Nice kick right there by Sumter. Bearcats are able to get it over. Oh, Sunshine gets it. Makes a nice pass.
Looks like offsides there on Ballard, so that'll be a free kick for the Bearcats. Nice defensive stand there for the Bearcats. A lot of times you just want to slide those guys up and bait them to go offsides, and that's nicely done by the defense of the Bearcats. Ball played up. Ballard with control. Ball back. Oh, I'm sorry, Mike.
19:45 left in the ball soccer game, or halftime. I'm used to saying ball game. I apologize.
Throw in here for Ballard.
Substitution right here. Number 12, Colin Cooper checks out.
That should take us down.
Looks like number 13, Cooper Hessen, checks in.
A lot of Coopers right there.
Yep.
85 seconds left in the prediction.
I'm still feeling good about the prediction. On a timeout. The action, 9:10 left. Walker Goodbub had to deal. 19:10, excuse me. Walker had to attend, I think, to some uniform issues, but he's back in. Ball controlled by Benelli. And Benelli trying to get the ball forward, and not a good exchange. Not a good exchange there for KCD.
Not at all. Ballard does a nice job of retaining that ball. Allows their
cross in the center of the field. Nice play there by Chris Rowe. Benelli on the attack. Walker changed jerseys actually from 13 to 8. Must have blood on the jersey. TJ Harris with the ball. Ben tries to play it forward. Number 23, Ben Hertz, tries to play it forward for Ballard, and it's out of bounds to KCD. KCD with the throw-in. Controlled up there to Sunshine. Sunshine with the ball. Got over to the right wing. Crossed into the center of the field. Oh, and I think that goal was scored by KCD. It was an own goal. I think Luke Brownlow kicked that one in. Bearcats can do.
a little tired out there.
Walker Goodbub on the attack. Too much dribbling there for the Bearcats.
Yeah, it is.
Controlled there by Jackson Alford has it. Gets it back to Connor Caldell. Connor should trap this and get it up. Gets it up the field. Tries to get it to Benelli. Benelli heads it forward, and unfortunately KC doesn't have many people on the attack. Controlled by Ballard up to Sunshine. Controlled there by Connor Caldell up to Jonathan Lace. Jonathan crosses it to Benelli. Benelli in the center of the field gets it over to Connor Caldell, over to John Colbert. Colbert to David Holtgrave, and David back to Benelli. Benelli over to Jonathan Lace. Jonathan Lace cuts it inside. And just again, just a little bit too much dribbling there.
Too much. You got to share the ball. Make sure
the ball's played forward, and it's going to be out to KCD.
$16:40 left the second half. Bruins are leading 1-0 over the Bearcats.
Connor Caudill with a throw in. Plays it to Walker Goodbub. Tries to play it forward to John Colbert. Ball is headed. Oh, and here's a free shot. And too high, unfortunately. That you really need to convert that one. But when those balls bounce high like that, it's not. It's a little bit harder than you would think. But that's one you have to convert.
You're correct. That's probably the second or third missed opportunity right there by the Bearcats.
Goal kick for the Bearcats, or for the Bruins. Yeah, offsides there on Ballard. Yeah, but really a breakdown defensively there by the Bearcats. They got really lucky there.
15:30 left, second half.
So when's your next goal prediction?
Well, Kevin Stanward's asking me what my next goal prediction is. I'm going to hold off on that, at least until we get inside 10 minutes.
Hold on.
You got it right. You just picked the wrong team.
I know. I had it right to the second.
Just need to keep it away from Goldilocks. Nice bit of defense right there.
Yeah, Connor Caudill on the defense there. Nicely done. Looks like a goal kick, though, for Ballard.
14:40
corner
left.
kick, my bad.
Yep, corner kick, 14:40 left. Second half. What do I say?
Corner kick taken by Ballard, headed out by Brad Adams. Controlled there by Benelli Gamidi.
Nice move right there.
Forward. Trying to get it forward again. A little bit too much dribbling there by the Bearcats. Just not moving the ball.
Walker takes it over.
And Brad Adams
right there.
Getting held.
My God.
And, I don't know why
they did call it.
Yeah, they would have been better off. It would have been better for the Bearcats if they didn't call it. Because they had advantage.
Probably why I called it there. There's no advantage for Bearcats.
So it looks like they've moved Brad Adams up to get another scoring option up top. Looks like they moved Jonathan Lace back. So hopefully that
move will be positive.
Yeah, hopefully we get some shots out of that.
Absolutely.
Taking the free kick for the Bearcats, Connor Caudill. Nicely played there. Brad Adams controls it. Gets it to Walker Goodbub. Walker's tackled there from behind, it looked like. Controls it. He's getting grabbed. I mean, that's got to be something. And then they call it on KCD, of course. So. Yeah, we got something.
13:40 left, second half. Bruins are leading 1-0. Game being brought to you by 852FX and iHigh.com.
That was beautiful.
The Good Bubs and Bob and Katie Holtgrave.
Very nice.
I know when I see the Good Bubs because Tammy's got her license there. Busy Boys.
That's absolutely correct.
Tammy Good Bubs in front of you.
Absolutely.
It's never Hank.
Absolutely. Ball played nicely up to Brad Adams. Brad Adams on the attack, unfortunately loses it. Jonathan Lace is there for the Bearcats. Tries to control it to David Holtgrave. Unfortunately, Ballard controls it. KCD gets it back. Jackson Alford up to Brad Adams. Brad Adams into the center field to David Holtgrave. Back to Brad Adams into the corner. Brad Adams controls it. Nice cut back there. Boy, he's getting held there a little bit by number 24, Addison Seaver. And looks like a free kick.
12:30 left, second half. I'm glad we're inside cuddling because it's chilly outside.
Kicking the free kick for KCD is Benelli Gamidi.
Side kick.
Goal. Go right, go up.
Yeah, okay.
I'm calling goal.
I thought you were calling goal kick, but it's corner kick.
Oh, it's a free kick.
Yeah, it's a free kick too. It's all the kicks. That's what they do in soccer.
I'm not sure what we're waiting on here.
Yeah, clock's running. Just under 12 minutes left. That's a head right there getting into the goal.
Push up.
A little too high right there.
Yeah. Nice cross there by Benelli. I think David Holtgrave got his head on it and just deflected nicely there by Ballard.
Nice job. Oh, hands right there, wasn't it?
Not for KCD.
Yeah. Clock's running, 11 minutes left. Second half.
We don't need that.
Verbal crowd tonight, Bob.
Yeah, it's,
Really,
absolutely.
teams and the referees a hard way to go.
Ball there. Jonathan Lace tries to play it, but nice defense there on Sunshine, and Sunshine deflects it out of bounds. KCD goal kick.
He's going to his end to get a haircut. He should meet up with some of the cheerleaders from Wagner.
Free kick by Connor Caudell. Controlled up and out of bounds to Wagner. I mean to Ballard. You got me thinking of Wagner.
And Ballard retains the ball. 10 minutes left, second half. 1-0. Ballard leading.
Throw in here looks like it's going to be taken by Ryan Howell from Ballard.
Maybe I shouldn't come back for another game.
I tell you what, Michael, it's.
Don't worry about that.
I wasn't going to say anything. Throw in for Ballard.
Pants.
Headed there by Sunshine. Controlled there by Ben Hertz. And not Ben Hertz. That's number 10, Ben Amatajic.
Good one.
Throw in for Chris Rowe up to John Colbert. Controlled there by
Let's get the ball on the ground.
David Holtgrave and lost.
Come on, David.
Nice play there by Connor Caudell, and it looks like a corner kick for Ballard. So, Michael, you'll see that the Ballard guys are in no hurry.
Absolutely.
They can actually get called for a penalty for doing this if they're taking too much time. We saw that in some of the most recent Olympic games where I think the Germany women's team was called for a penalty that led to a U.S. goal, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the goalie was, I think you have 6 seconds to clear the ball once you get control of it. And
David needs a cup on that last play. We wear those in baseball.
So, all right, 8:28 left. I think it's time for another prediction. I'm going to say before the 5-minute mark, KCD will get a goal. See if that works.
That's what time it is. 8:16 left. David needs to get those gloves going and get a score out of it. Oh, nice play
Nice
right
play
there.
there by Bo Ferguson. Good
Yes, it
shot.
was.
Really a nice shot there by Ben Hertz.
Scores of local interest: Tampa Bay Rays are up 2-0 over the Red Sox.
Boy, the Red Sox are just off.
And the Rays are any better. They're already 5.5 down. So,
Are they really?
yeah, they were in the
Are they
lead.
behind the Orioles?
Yeah, they are behind the Orioles and the Yankees.
Back to the game.
Yeah, back to the game.
7:28 left.
Ballard on a corner kick. And a goal for Ballard. Wow, 2-0.
Yeah, this is going to make it tough for the Bearcats with 7:20 left in the soccer game. Come down from this 2-0 deficit. I tell you, this might be my last soccer game.
Yeah, I tell you what.
Mulgrave.
Yeah, that's disappointing.
Bearcats look a little defeated.
Yeah, you know, I
already.
think as one of our colleagues from Ballard informed us, that might be the second own goal that KCD has scored for Ballard. So the first one was obvious. I couldn't really tell on that one, but nice stop there by Jonathan Lace. Jonathan Lace up to Mark Holtgrave, who gets it up to Jackson Alford. Jackson tries to get it over to Brad Adams, deflected up to Brad Adams now. KC on the attack.
They don't have a player named Owen.
Looks like a throw in for the Bearcats. 6:40 left, Michael. Running out of time here.
Yeah, we are. Your predictions have been terrible.
They have been terrible. The predictions have been good, just for the wrong team. A goal kick there by Benelli Gamidi and controlled there by the Ballard goalie. John Colbert was there for the rebound.
Yeah, he was. Ready to kick it back in, and unfortunately the goalie for Ballard did a nice job of retaining that ball.
So you should predict Ballard's next goal.
I know, that's a good idea. Yeah, I'm going to predict that Ballard's going to score before the 4-minute mark.
6:22 left.
Ballard player shaking up there. Looks like a little bit of a dinged up ankle. Hopefully he's all right. Coming in, looks like Tucker Monheimer's coming in. I think that's number 6.
Let's go. Come on, get one, babe.
So do you do a post-game show with Coach Bell?
No, we generally don't. We just, generally what we've done is we just called the games and just left it at that. So we talked to Coach Bell at halftime of the last game.
Oh,
and,
good.
just from the distance perspective, we decided to just wrap it up as soon as the game ended.
Bearcats going to retain the ball. 5:30 left. Second half, down 2-0 to Ballard.
Go, get it out, Black.
Looks like a penalty there on Ballard.
Was it a penalty?
I think so, yeah. It's a free kick for Connor Caudell.
Come on, Colin, get that ball.
Connor floats it in front of the goal.
Nice.
Oh, and right there. And right to Walker Goodbob. And
another missed
wow, that
opportunity
is
right
just
there.
amazing.
That's a shame.
Walker Goodbob right at the goal, and Benelli Gamidi right at the goal, and they just can't get it in. Well, it looks like there might be a penalty on Ballard in the box. This could be a free kick.
It is basically a scrum down there. I wasn't able to see
Yeah, it looks like a free
what kind of
kick.
penalty there was.
Wow, so it should be a free kick. If it's a free kick, it should be Benelli Gamidi taking it for KCD.
Are they changing their mind now?
No, they're definitely doing a penalty kick.
That's a good idea. How's that for? Oh, you're right.
Well, 4:54 left in the second half. This could be big here if we get a score here.
Yeah, a little bit of
closer to tying it.
little bit of an explanation here for Coach Zoller on the Ballard side. Well, a lot of action there, So yeah, I predicted Ballard would score before the 4-minute mark. I tell you what, if we score here, I'm going to make a couple more predictions that Ballard will score.
We'll call you Turtle Man and have some live action here. I take it you don't watch Call of the Wild Man.
I don't. No, I missed that.
Never mind.
Turtle Man, yeah, I don't know what that is.
Watch Animal Planet a little more, Bob. You'll get
All right.
a little education on the backwoods of Kentucky.
All right, Benelli's got the kick. And it's
KCD scored all 3 goals.
Yes, Kevin Stammerman said KCD scored 3 times now.
Right.
Unfortunately, 2 of them have been for Ballard.
That's
so.
right. I've always wanted to say, goal.
Well, I got to tell you guys, I'm predicting another Ballard goal here before the 2-minute mark.
Or maybe we should talk about my father, because that always brings
That's good luck, too.
That's right. Greatest day of your life, Jerry. Now you see a little lively Bearcat team out there.
All right, kick back to Bo Ferguson. He takes a punt forward. Looks like Brad Adams has control of that. Heads it up to Benelli. Benelli can't control it, but Walker can. And that's a foul on Ballard. Oh, they're calling a handball, I think, on Walker Goodbum.
Wow, I don't know if I saw that or not. 4:23 left.
All right.
I mean, am I incorrect? Did you see?
Well, the rule is if your arm's away from your body and it hits your arm, it's a handball, and it looked like Walker got pushed a little bit, which
would have created
a handball. That is correct. That is correct. Sunshine with the ball. He tries to advance it up. Bo Ferguson's there. Bo Ferguson should punt this one forward.
Nice game by Will.
Brad Adams is there, but controlled there by Ballard. Contested there, Jackson Alford. Back to Ballard. Luke Brownlow on the defense. Passed up to Ben Hertz. Ben's taking it down the left side. Tries to cross it. And, oh, my gosh, just a mauling there by Ballard on Connor Caudill.
3:25 left.
You got burned by sunshine.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not repeating that, Kevin Stammerman. I think that's probably one of the worst lines I've ever heard in my life.
Could have been burned by Western.
Just a little over.
Connor Caudill with the kick. Plays it up. Sunshine gets it. Controlled there by Jonathan Lace, who tries to play it forward. Looks like controlled there by Ben Hertz. Ben Hertz plays it forward. Up to Sunshine. That ball's going to go out of bounds.
Yeah, it is. They are trying to obviously delay the game here by just kicking it as far
Throw
as
in
they
for
can.
Jonathan
away
Lace.
from the goal.
Up to Brad Adams. Brad Adams tripped. That should be a foul, but they didn't call it. Brad Adams on control. He's taking it all the way down the field. Oh, and he's tripped. That's got to be a foul. Another, oh my gosh, another penalty kick.
Yeah, 2:30 left.
Wow, right in the box. Unbelievable.
And the clock ran a little longer, too, I noticed.
Ballard goal at 1 minute now.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, I'm going to be 0 for 4 here. I'm going to be 4 for 4 predicting the goals. I'm going to be 0 for 4 predicting the team. Now we've got to convert this though.
Later in the parking lot. That's how we do, right?
That's right, Bob. We need to convert.
We absolutely need to convert this one. Hey, it's a penalty kick. The displeasure that we're hearing from the Ballard fans is really it's unfortunate, and that's Mandy Vine making those comments. She's just a class act and a former parent of several kids that went to lower school at KCD. I would hope that she would open her heart to this KCD goal here.
Wow, she has totally denied you, Bob Holgrave.
I don't think she heard me.
Yell out about the kid!
30 left in this soccer game. I'm not certain
All
why
right, so-
it's taking so long.
Well, I think there was an explanation given to Coach Zoller for Ballard. So again, Benelli's taking the free kick again for the penalty kick. And it's good again. So it's 2-2 now.
What a comeback by the Bearcats.
What an interesting game. So I don't know if I've ever seen a game, Michael, where 4 goals have been scored and there hasn't been one offensive goal scored yet. 2 penalty kicks converted by Ballard, and then 2 own goals for KCD that contributed to the Ballard goal. It's really an interesting game here. But I got to say one thing, Michael. Before the 30-second mark, I think Ballard's going to score again.
I tell you what, refs are really taking this game into their own hands, opposed to letting the teams play here.
Taking the free kick is Tim Sumter for Ballard.
You're still terrible.
He's the goalie.
He is the goalie. Looks like a referee.
Nicely played there by Bo Ferguson. Can't quite control it, but keeps the goal from happening. I think Bo got kicked in the stomach there.
Yeah. 1:46 left. He's really shaken up.
The one thing when Bo volunteered to play goalie, the one thing that all the parents were really concerned about is Bo's had a concussion or two playing lacrosse.
Oh, wow.
And he had a concussion, I think, in an automobile accident. So you always get concerned when you get a goalie out there that's had those kind of injuries. So
Absolutely.
it looks like he kind of got kicked in the stomach there.
Yeah, I've had a concussion one time,
Have you really?
just 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah.
Oh, I bet it's brutal.
Oh yeah.
Back on. Back to the action. So look, good news. Bo Ferguson seems to be okay. But with 1:46 left in the game, 2-2. Connor Caudill will be taking a free kick, and I want to re-emphasize that we did predict a Ballard goal at the 30-second mark
Yes,
before
we
the
did.
30-second mark. So let's see what happens here.
I guess we're waiting for another explanation. Is that correct?
Yeah, Michael, it would be really nice if somehow, some way, the KCD could get a penalty kick before the game's over. I think I'm just kidding. Right, we're waiting for action to resume here.
Somebody's taking off their jersey. Oh, he's going to play goalie, I bet. That's not David, is it?
No, I think that's Brad Adams. So I think Bo has to come out for a second. So, yeah. Yeah, so I think the ruling is if they stop the game for a little bit, the player has to come off the field. So. All right, so coming into the game for KCD is Mark Holtgrave checked in for Bo Ferguson, and Brad Adams will move to the goal. So.
No shout-outs tonight?
We didn't post anything to bluegrassmedical@hotmail.com because we didn't know what time you were going to get here.
Oh, my gosh. Well, you should.
All right, so coming into the goal is Brad Adams. No, that's Jackson Alford, excuse me. That is not Brad Adams. That's Jackson Alford.
I'm getting
Shout out for overtime.
overtime. Yeah,
There is no overtime.
Yeah, I think we'll see that tonight. Overtime starts on the 25-yard line.
Free kick for Connor Caudill. Played up to Benelli, and Benelli lets it go past him, and it looks like a throw-in for Ballard.
Wow.
Well, maybe it is. Maybe there is overtime. Is there overtime? Okay, so we were just informed there is overtime in district games, so it'll be 2 5-minute periods.
1:20 left, and regular.
Ballard with the ball. Played up to T.J. Harris. Controlled there by John Colbert. And he plays it forward to Walker Goodbub. Walker Goodbub's trying to get it out past the goalie. Tim Sumter comes out. Throw into Walker Goodbub. I think he's got to take the shot here. He takes a cross. Oh, and it's just outside goal kick.
Yeah, we were. Just 50 seconds left.
So it looks like a goal kick here for Ballard. Taken by Tim Sumter.
40 seconds left.
Played in the air by Sunshine. Controlled by Ben and kicked out of bounds. Be a KCD throw-in with 34 seconds left. Thrown into David Holtgrave. David Holtgrave takes it up the center of the field. Oh, he tries to cross it over to Benelli, but it's deflected there by Sunshine. Back to Walker Goodbub. Walker Goodbub's trying to split the seam. Takes a shot out of bounds.
Nice
Corner
job
kick.
by Ballard.
18 seconds left.
Yeah, good ball.
And not very
right
good
there. Walker did a
sportsmanship
nice
here
job.
by Ballard, delaying it. Kick in by KCD. It's wide open. Shot. Oh
Yes,
my
man.
gosh! Oh, Mark Holtgrave, uncontested shot, kicks it too high,
yeah.
and it looks like we're going into overtime.
All right, get back on. Yep.
Okay, guys, welcome back. We're getting ready to start the first 5-minute period. They'll do two.
First of two.
First of two. They'll do 2 5-minute periods. It's golden goal, which means that if anybody scores, that is the game. And I believe after the 2 5-minute periods, if there's no score, we'll go to penalty kicks.
Yes. Just like in hockey.
Is that the way they do it?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, good. All right, so KCD kicks off. Walker Goodbub plays it up to Brad Adams, and I think that's going to be just a little bit too far. Good idea. It'll be a throw-in for Ballard. Throwing in for Ballard is number 24, Addison Seaver. Throws it into Sunshine. We've called Sunshine's name a lot tonight. It's played well. Stolen there by Brad Adams. Taken back by Ballard. Controlled in the center of the field by Connor Caldwell. Up to Jonathan Lace. Jonathan Lace up to Brad Adams. Brad is either fouled or the ball is deflected out of bounds there by Sunshine.
Yeah, no foul there.
Looks like a throw in here for Jonathan Lace. Throw into Walker Goodbub and deflected out of bounds again by Addison Seaver for the Ballard Academy.
KCD's going to retain the ball. 4:05 left.
Throw in here for Walker Goodbub. Walker's probably going to try to float this in the front of the net. See if we can get any action. Nice throw in. David Holtgrave's there.
Right
David
there.
gets a head on it. And a nice play there by the Ballard goalie, Tim Sumter.
Nice play and elbow.
Tim Sumter gets it up to number 23, Ben Hertz. Ben Hertz into the center of the field and stolen there by Jackson Alford. Jackson gets it forward to Benelli Gamidi. Up to Walker Goodbub, over to Brad Adams. Brad is not able to control it, goes out of bounds. Ballard throw in. 3:29 left in the first golden goal period. Sunshine with the ball, tries to cross it over to Ben Hertz. Chris Rowe is there, and Chris Rowe is able to clear it out of bounds. Well, this Ben Hertz guy has really played well for Ballard. He's done a nice job attacking them, especially down that left side.
Yeah, he's been quick down the field.
Throw in here for number 5 for Ballard. That's Ryan Howell. I think that's Thurston Howell's son.
Oh, I love you, baby.
Nice throw in right in front of the goal, and headed but controlled there by Bo Ferguson. Nice play by Ballard there.
Yeah, a little too far out for him to be able to head that ball into the goal.
Punted there by Bo Ferguson. Benelli and T.J. Harris are there. Controlled by Ballard. T.J. Harris loses it for a second, and controlled by Monheimer. Monheimer up to Chris Rowe. Chris Rowe back to T.J. Harris for Ballard. Nice to see. It'd be nice to see KCD control this ball and execute a couple passes. Number 2, Austin Lewis has got the ball, plays it forward. Chris Rowe is there, and Connor Caldwell is able to get it out and tries to get it to Brad Adams, but can't quite get to it. Jonathan Lace is there and clears it.
Ballard's doing a little bit of a better
Brad
job.
Brad Adams clears it. Looks like a dangerous play called there on Ballard. Looked like a knee was up for a Ballard defender.
And Ballard was doing a pretty good job of, as you say, kicking that ball horizontally opposed to vertically. So they were able to control and contain that ball a little longer there. So I'd like to see the Bearcats do that.
Absolutely. Yeah, nice kick there by Connor Caldwell, controlled by KCD, headed out by Ballard, but Chris Rowe is there. Chris Rowe gets it forward, tries to get it up onto the left wing to Brad Adams, but Ballard's there. Alfred gets the ball back to Brad Adams, and deflected. Ooh. Ooh, I don't know what that call was.
Gosh, I can't believe that call.
I think they're calling a handball there on Brad Adams. I don't even think he was in the play.
So when's Ballard going to score?
I think Ballard's going to score here in the next minute. So controlled there by David Holtgrave, up to Benelli, back to David. David up to John Colbert. Oh, I like this play. John Colbert on the attack. Tries to cut it inside T.J. Harris. Gets it right on the line there, and it should be a corner kick for KCD.
The Ballard crowd doesn't like that. Minute left in this first overtime.
Minute left here. Benelli on the corner kick. Dinks it over to Walker Goodbud. Back to Benelli. Benelli over to John Colbert. John Colbert to David Holtgrave, and he again kicks it too high. Really a pretty open shot. He's just making too many field goals tonight.
Yeah, he is. Good kicker, though.
Yeah, as Mandy Vine points out, David's got 18 points tonight. He's put 6 field goals through the goalposts.
Just under 30
Header there
seconds
by
left.
David Holtgrave.
In the first overtime.
Controlled by Ballard. Luke Brownlow's there. Tries to head it up to David Holtgrave, but controlled there by Connor Caudill. He heads it to Jackson Alford. Over to Brad Adams. Brad Adams on defense, actually. And number 5 from Ballard clears it with 13 seconds left. Should be a KCD throw-in.
And that's the end
of the first.
A 5-minute overtime.
So we'll be right back. Okay, guys, we're back for our second 5-minute golden goal period here. Looks like Ballard will take possession at the start of this 5-minute period. And another really elaborate comment there by our one and only Michael Bennett.
Commonly known as the voice.
Ball played to Ballard, kicked up the field, headed out by Chris Rowe. Looks like ball's going to go out of bounds. T.J. Harris will inbound it for the Academy. Throw in and played forward. Connor Caudill is there for KCD, controls it, and gets it out of bounds.
Slightly.
Yeah, Connor Caudill is one of those kids that does some football kicking on the side for the football team. Done a really nice job as a freshman. Had to step in and kick for the varsity team. Did all the kickoff duty last week for their varsity game.
Did some absolutely beautiful pooch kicks. And in fact, of the 3 that he kicked, we were able to contain one of the balls.
Yeah, it was shot there by Kamal Amatajic.
Nice.
And just a little bit high. Took that ball out of the air pretty nicely, just a little bit too high. Free kick by Connor Caudill. Up to Sunshine, but controlled there by Jonathan Lace. Up to Colbert. Actually, T.J. Harris gets his head on it for Ballard. And finally we get the ball on the ground, and Colbert has it, but makes, unfortunately, a bad pass to Benelli Gamidi.
Ill-advised pass right there by the Bearcats.
Ball's back to Ballard. Number 5, Howell has the ball. Colbert's there on defense. Played up to number 6, Monheimer. Played over to Jackson for Ballard. Up to 24, Seaver. Kick forward, but there was Jonathan Lace. Looks like Ben Hertz has it, and then stolen there by David Holtgrave up to Benelli. Nice numbers here for KCD.
Yes,
up to Walker Goodbud. Oh, this looks great. And a shot by Walker Goodbud. Go! And that is the game. Bearcats win 3-2.
Nice to see a great team over on that side. Coach Bell is the first one running down there to congratulate them.
That is a nice win there for the Bearcats. That should seal up the regular season district title for the Bearcats, Michael. And good win there for the Bearcats.
Well, you're down 2-0, and they come back, bring it into overtime, and go 3-2. That's just a great job by Coach Bell on that Bearcat.